YouTube, it is me here, Herlonda, and welcome to an updated nursery tour. Are you ready? Get steady. Here we go. So we're going to start off with this little short wall area here. I'm going to give you a little overview there. And up top we have a bookshelf where I have all of the books that I was collecting for if I were to have real children, and they just basically just displayed up there just because or whatever. And I have a let me see, how many Build-A-Bears do I have? Okay, I have actually 5. So I have 3 of my 5 Build-A-Bears up there. And I have my Wuggle pets that I made for myself. And they are also chilling up there with the Build-A-Bears and a random tissue box. You never know when you might need a tissue. Below that, I have these little string lights. They're heart-shaped and they are pretty purple, like lavender, light purple color, and they just kind of hang there. I don't really use them. It's battery operated, and I can turn the lights on, but I don't typically turn it on very often. I ran into the poor preemies. Say ups. Sorry, babies. And there's my cat coming in. I'm being nice to my cats and letting them come in the nursery for a little bit while I'm in here so they can kind of sniff and categorize it a little bit so they won't be like trying to fight to get in here so much. But anyway, so continuing down, we have some wall art that says every day is Catter Day. I have some decals on the wall, butterflies and silvery kind of gray color, and some little wispy little I'm guessing these are like those little wishing things that you blow and the little stuff flies off of them, those little white puff things. I'm guessing that's what those are. I'm not really sure. And I had a little branch right here that said like believe and love or something, but this wall does not adhere those things very often, and even these I'm always like pressing them in, but thankfully, luckily, they're still on there, but I just left them. We have my rocker glider. No, you cannot get in the window, so you might as well back it on up. Exactly, back it on up. Don't even try it. You hear me, little dude? Don't try to push that down. Anyway, so I have it protected. It is a gray and white chevron pattern, but because, you know, over time you sitting on things get dirty. So instead of me having to wash my covers and stuff, I just put blankets on top, and to keep it nice and fluffy, I have 2 pillows under there. I actually probably need to fluff my pillows and to give my seat a little more cushion fluff to it. And I have a little princess blanket that I've had for a while. I don't know where I got it from, but I've just had it, and it just covers my seat. And I have 2 white receiving blankets that cover the arm rest part so they don't get dirty. You know, over time the oils on your skin and all that type of stuff, it'll, you know, get dirt on it. I mean, it's just true. I have my Kimberly's Cocoon bag here, and where I keep my reborn baby play log and my scale for weighing love mail and packages that I want to send out. He is used to getting in that window, and I have things blocking so he can't get in the window anymore. And look at him trying to figure it out. That's what I said. You can't get in the window anymore, okay? All right? Little dude. Okay. Well, you can't get in the window. Don't you see all that stuff right there? I'm sorry, you cannot get in the window. Oh. Sucker. Say, mommy is such a sucker for the fur babies. So she moved her sign so fur baby can look out the window. Hopefully his butt's not stretching the material. Hopefully not. But anyway, back to what we were doing. I need to work on focus. Here we have my lamp, a little calendar that needs to be flipped, clock, a little princess crown push light, little princess crown, little bubbles that came from like a little kid's birthday party, and I just brought it in here. My little kitty cat tape dispenser from Kimberly. He came in Elijah's box opening. Isn't he cute? And my Hello Kitty little light. It actually does light up. And this is a little cell phone holder, little unicorn. But I don't really put my phone on it anymore because now I have these pop sockets and stuff, and the phone sits up on its own. So, but anyway, to the left of my little organizer here, that's where my tripod resides when I am not using it. Let's go through the drawers, the little containers here. The top left container, you can see I have my little zhuzhing spray water, my baby cologne, and this is mohair conditioner, homemade mohair conditioner. You just put your own conditioner in there, mix it with water and mohair conditioner. And I have my brush and comb and my little piglet toothbrush for brushing around the edges of the baby's hair. I have a spare comb and brush set that's pink. I have washcloths here underneath there. Several little washcloths that I don't ever use anymore. I don't do like the bathing videos or wiping the babies down. There's just no purpose in that. And I have 4 of the magic milk bottles that I made. My glass one is in there, easy to reach. I still need to reseal this one because it does slightly leak a little bit. The top right drawer has all of my empty bottles. You remember at one time I had a lot of bottles. I don't collect a lot of the things that I used to collect a lot of back when I first started. Like say when you first start in the community, everything is brand new and ooh and wow. And then after a while you realize you don't really need all that stuff, so you don't really collect all that stuff. So these are my bottles. I have 2 more bottles in my diaper bag also. The next drawer are my baby's bibs. The boys are in front and the girls are behind. That's the second middle drawer to the left. The second middle drawer to the right are all the girls' winter hats and crocheted hats. And let me see. Is it just the hats? I think it's hats and little handmade outfits, I think. Here is like my the bottom left is tape, scissors, E6000, silicone sealer, batteries, just little odds and ends, knickknacks, some extra tape that came with this from Kimberly, the cover box for my little cat calendar, and little tools to declog my silicone and all that type of little odds and ends in there. The bottom right is all the boys' handmade crocheted and knit hats and bonnets and such. So that's that. We're gonna go around this way. This is a more recent little wall decal I put on the wall. It's a little unicorn with little flowers surrounding it. Here we have the preemies, Sky and Tyrion, and they're in the little rocker. And I try to get a nice uniform look to my nursery to the best of my ability. I really wish I could have found a swing to match this whole set. I did not find that, so I ended up with this one. But anyway, in the middle here we have my little television. I normally only just turn that bad boy on when I'm casting some reborn videos, if I'm in here changing a baby and just want to listen to you guys in the background. I have my little radio here, my little Donutella, a little glass kitty cat statue. It's a little triangle that says looking good I got from the dollar spot for cheap. Some adult coloring books, some binders, extra dry eraser markers, and remote and pens, extra pens and stuff for writing and such, in that little purple thing there. And that's my laptop that I haven't powered that thing on in probably about shoot probably about 7 months. It's been a while. It's been a good little while. But anyway, I really need to sell that. I really honestly do not need to own another laptop. I do not use laptops. I don't know why I asked my husband to get me one. I could have gotten a lot of money for it, but I dropped it, and the side is kind of chipped on the left side of it, so it just kind of sits there. I'm upset about that. And a couple little books right there that I want to hopefully be able to gift to someone that's having a baby boy at some point. I think a friend of mine is pregnant, and I'm hoping he's having a boy. Well, his girlfriend is pregnant. Yeah, he's not pregnant, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. And this is my little deluxe rock and play. It has, excuse me, when I turn it on, it has 2 speeds, fast and slow. It has music, the rain, or like the lullaby, or the nature sounds. And it has this little projector thing that projects up here for the baby to look at while they're going to sleep. And it self rocks. It rocks on its own. If I could turn the projector on, you can see it slightly right there. And it plays different music. Oh, behind the TV is my little letters for my little board, but I never changed that. Let's keep going around. On the wall here we have my old Happy Day. I have 4 of those little LOL surprise dolls. That was about all I was interested in those. And they were basically like, okay, and next. So that's it. And the rest of this is my Hello Kitty collection. That's something, well, you guys know I collect Hello Kitty. So I have plenty of room up here. If I needed more room for Hello Kitty, those would get bumped and probably tossed in like a giveaway pile to some little children in need or something. But I did show you guys on Instagram that I completed my costume series 1 Hello Kitties. And I just got a bunch of little random Hello Kitties that I've been gifted, that I bought. I have a Build-A-Bear kitty for, like, I think that was the 30-year anniversary or 45 or 48, something, I don't remember. And Snoopy hangs out over there because he just likes to hang out with the kitties. All right, here we have our mirror, window, some takeout trash is some that blew into our yard that I need to grab and throw out into the trash. I need to pay attention to the time because I have to be going in about 30 minutes. So yeah, okay, so let's keep going. So I have my Christmas stockings. I just felt that they weren't bothering anything, so I just left the girls stocking and the boys stocking there, and they'll probably just stay there. I'll probably put some stickers over the 2017, and that'll just be like the little babies stockings for if I want to give a gift to the babies, because it's just a little too much when you have, you know, several dolls. I remember one year I bought all of my dolls a present and had them open the presents or whatever. But that gets old quick, and that's just more money and blah blah blah. But anyway, I left that there. Here is my car seat, one car seat, unisex, that same chevron gray and white pattern as that matches my glider. I have my other most recent Build-A-Bear that I got right here, and she's sitting on a pillow that says "Make Today Awesome" with a smiley face and a little pillow that's shaped like a cloud that says "Dream." And I have this little elephant chair thing that sometimes I lay the preemies on, sometimes I lay Lucian on there. And we keep going around. This is my swing, and Persephone is chillaxing in there with her sunglasses on the side of her. She's so cool. Above her, I have another little art picture that says "Never Grow Up." And I have two little shelves here. These are a lot of my old bears and toys for myself. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'll just show you some specific ones. That teddy bear with a red bow tie, I believe I got him for Christmas when I was like 5 years old. I have my Teddy Ruxpin and my Mickey Mouse. These two are more recent, like when I was in high school. I was always like a Winnie the Pooh fan. And like more recently into my like more adulthood is when I kind of got into the Hello Kitty thing. But before that, high school, I was like more Winnie the Pooh. But once I like got to college, like I kind of turned and loving Hello Kitty. Those two baby dolls were basically like my reborns when I was growing up. That's my Magic Nursery and my Cabbage Patch. I love those dolls. I took them everywhere with me. They're dirty, and you can tell that I took them everywhere with me. So those are the special dolls that are there. And that little angel was for my mother-in-law, my husband's mother, my late mother-in-law. She passed some years ago. Like, we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary, so it's probably going on 11 years since she's been gone, because she passed right before our wedding. So yeah, that was very sad. And up here I have my little tiny tie collection. I just saw these at Five Below and just grabbed a couple. Every time I go on Five Below, I see if there's any new ones I want to pick up, but I hadn't bought any new ones as of yet. That is his favorite spot. He'll just sit right there and look out the window. Look at him. He's so chunky. He's so cute. I'm talking about you, Chunky. Alrighty. I don't know if Lola's still hiding in here or if she left. She probably just kind of cataloged and left. But anyway, keep going. I have a little tree that I paste together there. It came from the Dollar Tree, and it came like that. Like you just put the little rectangles up there to form the little tree. And the biggest furniture in the nursery is the crib, and I opted to get the crib changing table combo to have them together so it doesn't take up as much room. And here you see we have a distinct theme going on for the crib. We have Winnie the Pooh in the middle. Then we have on the side where the boys are, we have the dinosaur corner. And the side where the girls are, we have like the little Princess Bear, the little Princess Kitty, and the little Princess Peppa Pig, and the little purple dinosaur. So yeah. So and there's also a little Peppa Pig right there. I forgot I had her. So you can definitely see the Princess Royalty theme over here, the dinosaur theme over here, and the Winnie the Pooh is like the center theme there for the babies. So like I definitely have like themes going on there. So I honestly didn't realize until I just did that. I'm like, oh, they all have little crowns on. This is the little queen and princess section. I mean, I honestly didn't even really realize that, except for the little Peppa Pig and the dinosaur. I have to make some little crowns and put on them too. That'd be funny. All right, underneath the crib here, I've shown you guys this when I switched out blankets. These are the blankets, boy blankets on this side, the girl blankets on the other side. The other container has all my yarn that I rarely do anything with anymore. Oh, look, we've added a new kitty. Lola. Lola Bell. Lola Bell. Lola Bell. And they are both intrigued with looking out the window. Lola Bell. Little's like, hey, hey, hey. No sniffing me. That's what him and Duchess used to do this all the time. Just sit and look out the window. They're so funny. We have a lot of little feral cats running around outside, so they are always enjoying them. See, Lola's tail is swishing. What is she getting her eye on? Little's like, hey, this was quiet corner until you came in here. But anyway, I was being sweet letting them in today. I don't want them to get used to it though. But anyway, hey, you want me to? I was just gonna move the pillow out the way. I was just moving the pillow. I was just moving the pillow, and they're gone. All right. Anyway, I was trying to move the pillow so they could get closer, but anyway, if we keep going around. Oh, next to my rocker is my diaper bag. It just kind of sits there. That's it. It's just decoration. Most of my nursery is just simply decoration. On the side part here, we have our changing table. And I have my little stand thing. So if I wanted to... there. If I wanted to change a baby, whatnot, you guys can... Why is it going down so far? I can bring it up a little higher, rotate it, as I'm changing the baby. Okay, this is not cooperating there. Stay. There you go. There we go. Like you said, you gotta work it. Like I said, I normally would have worked it already and have it in the correct position before I started filming or whatever. But that's what I would normally do. And then you can change the baby right there without having to hold the phone or whatnot or what have ya. Like I said, it takes a little maneuvering, but yeah. I had got this for $5 at Five Below as well, and that's what I was using at Temp Home, and I just incorporated it here. And I put a blanket here because this kept moving and it was scratching the little finish off of there. So yeah, so it's just my little pattern here matches my diaper bag. I don't know what this pattern is called. If anyone knows the name of this little pattern, please drop it down in the comment section below so I'll know. It's just a little boppy pillow that she's sitting on, and I keep the little satin pillowcase here for when I'm changing baby, so their hair isn't rubbing and whatnot. Behind her I have the powder, the little shampoo and stuff. That's just really just for show. I just got it if I ever wanted to do like a little, you know, bathe in the babies. You know, I just keep the top on and dip it in my hand and pretend like I'm doing whatever with that. But, and these are my little wipes. This is my little light here if I was doing it late at night and needed a little more illumination. There, for some reason it didn't want to turn off. There we go. Underneath we have hair accessories, bows, clips, ponytails, and ribbons and all that type of jazz, and those two little containers. This one over here I have the little princess and prince blankets that I got from Baby Prim that I never use. And mostly probably because they're white and I don't want to get anything on them. Have a little saying right here that says, "I'm not bossy, I just know what you should be doing." I don't even know why that's in the nursery. I had bought that. I don't even know why I bought that. But anyway, that's in here as well. And with my dinosaur and the little frog and turtle and the little boy ducky that came with my sweet little Elijah. He's having some tummy time on the boppy lounger there. And underneath here on the bottom row, I have another container that holds my baby carrier, and the middle container has the baby's bigger loveys and such in there, and a few of those smaller toys in the bottom. We got some unicorns, and and this is something else. I used to have a big container full of loveys and stuff, and I remembered not using these items, so I didn't buy a whole lot of this type of stuff. You know, you live and you learn. Behind there is the heater, and that one is just empty. You live and you learn, and like, you learn about what you use, what you didn't use. And I kind of took the flood as a learning thing. And when I rebuilt my nursery back, I knew I didn't want to follow the same. I didn't want to do the same thing because my nursery got very overcrowded and it just was a mess. This is my my Trapper Keeper is where I keep all my baby's information now. I'm no longer doing the scrapbooking like I did before. I just keep all their documentation in there in their own little folder, little sleeve. And, you know, their birth certificates are in there. And I actually wrote on Tyrion's and Sky and Cadence birth certificates, and Lucian's birth certificate. Look at him. He's just so comfortable. I put their weight and all that stuff on there. Because remember when I got those 3 remake babies, they came to me in kit form and I put them together, so there was nothing on their birth certificate. So I went back and remembered when I opened them and put their birthday, and I just made up some times on there That was around the time I did it. But anyway, other than that, that is the other portion of this. It used to be Dimitri's container where I kept his clothes. This is where I keep my shipping supplies, bubble wrap, and all my little regional aid boxes when I'm mailing out love mail or doing online yard sales. That's where I keep all my little envelopes and stuff over there. And then let's see, I kind of panned up here. These are some sentimental bears. These were bears for my grandma. Those cats were for my grandma. When Yuriana came back to me, that was in her box, a picture of her and a little picture. That blue paper was from mail. So I just keep that up there. It's like a little sentimental area. That's something sentimental to me. That old record player. It still works, but it clicks, but I still love it. I have some old pictures of me and my mom, an old picture of my mom and dad when they were dating. Some pictures of my older babies and such, and I painted that little Peppa Pig picture. And that's my little Peppa Pig little people that I was able to collect. I couldn't find any more of the eggs, so I couldn't collect any more of those. So yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, behind the crib, those little lights, I got those from Five Below as well. That stays on all the time. Okay, I gotta start wrapping up here. And in here, it's like all the baby's clothes. These two containers here, plus the gray on top, those are all of the baby's winter clothes. This side here is the girls. That side there is the boys. Winter sleepers and those little all-in-one thingies, and that new coat that I just got, I just tossed up there. That is my hot glue gun and felt and magnets for making pacifiers. That little princess thing has some bulbs in it. I think those are my old pillows where I used to have my announcement pillows for all of the girls that I sold. And they have new mommies and such. But I kept the pillows. Why? I don't know. I still have a lot of the pillows. Just something I just kept and I hadn't gotten rid of. That purple box is my grandma's box. When she passed away, there are like scarves and jewelry, things that were hers that I was given and such. So that's just a sacred box, and it's like an old flower from her grave and all kind of stuff in there. So she just stays in here and watches over the babies. So that's why I keep her box. It's like I don't know if is that what you call a shadow box. I don't know, but I keep her stuff in there. Above here is like overflow, things that the babies have worn, things that I really like, don't want to get rid of as of yet. And I just fold them up nice and neatly and put them in there. The right one is the boys, the left one is the girls. And every now and then I go through there and see if there's anything I want the babies to rewear and so on and so forth. But that's like the overflow. If the babies that I'm chained, if their drawer is full and they don't have room, it goes there. Here we have girl shoes, boy shoes, and that's actually what purple could be for the girls. But and these are bigger shoes that I got from Wish that are not gonna fit my babies. And they're just sitting there for if I got a bigger baby. This is the preemie section. The preemies have used all of their stuff. Nothing, they don't have anything else new. And I just have their coats here. We have newborn. We have girl, newborn, then boy, newborn. Then 0 to 3 month, girl. Then, no, that's all girl. Girl, then boy. And then I have a couple. Oh no, that's right. I don't have any more except for Cassian's jacket right here. I took all of his stuff off and I put it in his drawer to make room because I had gotten a haul and got some new stuff. I'm gonna just open the drawer and just share with you guys the baby's clothes. But on top here we have the baby's pacifiers. Here, the extra Hello Kitties that I have. Those where I keep my little clips for when I'm putting the baby's mittens and socks together. This is where I used to keep well, it's still in there, when I used to make the pacifier clips, the buttons and the little things for making that. So that's that. So it's all the baby's pacifiers here. And on top of the pacifiers, these are the pacifier clips, the boys ones and the girls ones. Okay, all right. Tyrion's drawer is starting to fill up a little bit. I've kind of rearranged it a bit. Sky's drawer. Lucian's drawer. And a few things out of there, like the newborn boys, like these are like the smaller newborns, but Alexander and Elijah can fit some of those things as well, and as well as Dason. Like I say, I just put little things on Dason. I don't really change him. Dason is my baby that's still the kit that I just put together. He's not reborn yet. This is Aria's drawer. That has been just sitting there. Honestly, that's just been sitting there. I pull a few onesies out of here for Cadence to use, because Cadence can fit newborn onesies. This is Elijah and Alexander's drawer. So that's the bigger newborn / there's a few 0 to 3 month things in here as well. This is Persephone and Anastasia's drawer, and used to be and also Lola's drawer too. And I used to pull some things out of there for Cadence as well. So you're just kind of all over the place. And I don't really change or dress Uriana that much, but whenever I do dress her, I may pull stuff out of Aria's drawer for her. This is Cassian's drawer. I put all his stuff in there. Like I said, it'll get organized differently when he comes. But like I say, with him being bigger, it probably will stay this way. I have his sleepers towards the left, and then like more wintry outfits, summery outfits, and then I have like his bottoms and just onesies right here. And what's left over here is some more of Dimitri's things, because I didn't want to get rid of these things because I really liked these items and didn't want to get rid of them just yet, just in case I got another 3-month size baby, and possibly Cassian could fit some of these outfits and such. So I just kind of left them. And that is a few little odds and ends that came with Uriana when I got her back. This is my little pouches and things for my tripods. The big tripod is in the cat's room now, and this is the bag for the little tripod that I'm using. That's my up close newborn, that's my baby carrier, and that's my box for my laptop. Here is seasonal items. That is Halloween. This is Christmas. This is weighing materials. These are my fine glass beads. These is polyfill and cluster stuff and Wonder wafers. This is my extra diaper bag. These are belly plates. This is the parts that I took off of the car seat. They are the other pieces to it are there. I still have this. I didn't think I still had this. I might do a giveaway with that or something. I'll give it to a friend. Girl hats and mittens and little tutus back there. Girl socks. Girl diapers. And as soon as I come from the doll show, I will have me some preemie diapers to go in there, and I will be completely rid of the disposable diapers. And same thing here, boy hats and mittens, boy socks, and boy diapers, cloth diapers. And that is my little step stool if I need to get up high to reach anything. But I normally just get on my tiptoes and grab it. And this is my online yard sale bag. Whenever I'm like, I'm not going to use that anymore, it goes in that little purple bag. Thank you to, I always say her name wrong. She's going to fuss at me. I don't know if it was Christine. I think it's Christine. I think I'm gonna bet my money on Christine. I think that was right. She had sent me some love mail and it was in that purple bag, and I've been using that as my online yard sale bag. But let me go ahead and wrap this video up. Behind there is my little picture frame blow up and my trash can. And that is about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and come back and see us again later. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Peace. Bye-bye.